Hey everybody, it's Charlie. Welcome to Fight Night, Superman vs. Deathstroke. This is going to be a breakdown of their epic battles in the video games, in the comics, and on Arrow. I know we like to see Deathstroke versus Supergirl, and I think it goes a similar way as it went in the comics, so here we go. There is a new round of the Flash Ring giveaway going on now. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and leave a Deathstroke-related comment on this video. Be sure to click that bell to enable alerts so you don't miss anything while everything's on break. So there are a couple different versions of this fight that you might have seen whether you've read the comics or you played the Grand Theft Auto mod. There's like a Grand Theft Auto hack and slash mod, so I'll play like a little clip from that real quick. You can see what it looks like. It's an open world mod. It's not like the Injustice fight where it's like predetermined. It's actually built into the game that way.
Superman. Oh, he's got this.
With Superman's regime toppled, new governments formed to take its place. New governments meant new customers for Deathstroke, and business was booming. Soon there were more assassinations to carry out, revolutions to aid, and unrest to create than he could manage on his own. The One Earth regime's elite troopers, having committed atrocities in Superman's name, had gone into hiding from a populace bent on revenge. Impossible for most to find, but not for Deathstroke. Recruiting these renegades, he formed the New Titans, the world's premier political assassins.
If you don't know about Injustice, maybe you played the game, but the basic story is what would happen in the darkest timeline if Superman went against the world. Something happened, like Lois Lane was killed, it drove him mad, and he became a god on Earth, acting like a very angry god on Earth. The comic book version of the fight that just went down in Deathstroke Rebirth number 8 is basically Superman going to stop Deathstroke from killing a bunch of people. So Deathstroke has been hired to kill this person, or at least he tells Superman that he's going after this warlord who's responsible for killing a bunch of people. Superman doesn't believe in murdering anyone, no matter how bad they are, so they go at it because Deathstroke wants to get his mark. That's his big thing, completing contracts that he's been hired on. So the whole twist here is predicated on Deathstroke taking advantage of Superman's weaknesses, which are kryptonite, obviously, but also the idea that he's a fundamentally good person and will pull his punches. So Deathstroke uses that to his advantage to try and misdirect Superman. He has a special icon shield, which is like a brand new thing that his other son Jericho has that I'll explain in a second, but it's basically a gravity sheath that reflects kinetic force. So the harder Superman punches, and Deathstroke definitely tries to get him to punch him harder and harder, just taunting him, "Oh, come on, Batgirl can hit harder than that." So Superman just keeps going harder and harder, testing the limits of what the shield is capable of, and it reflects so much force that it bursts Superman's capillaries and he starts bleeding. So Deathstroke's just standing there like a boss while the shield is doing all the work, allowing Superman to beat the shit out of himself. So eventually he gets away. He still needs to get his mark. He's going to have to sink the entire ship, but gets Superman with what he thinks are kryptonite bullets. As he's going to kill his mark while the ship is going down, Superman's trying to rescue everyone, destroy all these missiles that he's set off. The twist is that he realizes that Slade was just trying to misdirect him while he went to get his mark. So he completes the contract, kills the dude, but as it finally looks like Superman has Deathstroke on the rocks, he pulls his Promethean blade, starts absorbing his heat vision so that the blade itself can absorb all that energy, and then pierces Superman's skin with it, so the blade itself is just as powerful as Wonder Woman's Ares blade, the God Killer's sword. So it doesn't seem like Superman's going to be able to beat him, but then, big twist we find out is that Superman has called in Jericho, Slade's son, who has a prototype version of the shield that Slade's using and is able to disable it, enabling Superman to bring him in. So the whole thing here is that Deathstroke will always be able to get the upper hand on a hero no matter how powerful they are. There's always some weakness to exploit, especially when you're a big Boy Scout like Superman. Part of the fun of these stories too is in seeing how they resolve them without making the other hero look like an idiot, because Superman was playing Deathstroke the whole time, Deathstroke was playing Superman the whole time, so it's a twist within a twist within a twist, and that's what Deathstroke stories are all about. Like, you might think that Deathstroke is after something, trying to kill someone, but there's always some secret motive behind a secret motive. So we find out that there was a bunch of sensitive information that was on this ship that could have caused this huge international incident, and that was part of the reason why Slade was sent in. So they kind of make it sound like Deathstroke was hired by the US government. So that's one of the reasons why I love the Deathstroke character. I mean, he's a badass, but he exists in this morally gray area where the people he's trying to kill are arguably worse people, like he tries to justify to Superman. This person has committed numerous atrocities, they deserve to die, I've been hired to kill them. Why would you want to stop that? And if you know anything about Superman, of course you know that he's going to say, no, I'm not going to allow you to kill this person. But the moral of the story is that as long as Deathstroke has his technology and his toys, he will be able to go toe-to-toe with Superman indefinitely. So let me know in the comments what's your favorite Deathstroke versus Superman moment from the comics. It could be from any comic. They haven't really fought each other that much. Usually Deathstroke fights Batman, and he's going to be in the Justice League movie. That's probably who he's going to be going after. The rumor right now is that he's going to be hired by Lex Luthor to kill Batman. So obviously Ben Affleck isn't going anywhere. So some sort of stalemate is in the cards. Hopefully they'll have a rematch during the Batman movie, but I'm just so excited about Deathstroke in the movie universe. Joe Manganiello is going to be super badass. Remember that teaser that Ben Affleck dropped earlier in the year of Deathstroke in his armor? So here, I'll play that here again. What that is it's basically like a mocap setup of what Deathstroke is going to look like. So they did the same thing with Spider-Man Homecoming, where they posted the behind the scenes of Tom Holland just dancing around on stage, and they had him in the computer as well. It was like a green screen stage. So you can actually shoot an actor doing a bunch of action scenes while the computer in real time puts like a really hardcore looking suit on top of them. So they might tweak it a little bit, but this is a low-res version of what Deathstroke's armor is going to look like in the Justice League movie. And you guys can let me know, how do you want them to incorporate something more mystical like the idea of the Promethean blade? Now we have Wonder Woman's God Killer sword, we know that's going to be in the movie, so there are a lot of mystical things in the DC universe, so it would totally fit with the tone of that, but it just depends on what they want the Deathstroke character to be. The Arrow version of Deathstroke was close, but they didn't get too deep on the mythology.
They think it was all daily. He sacrificed himself for our cause.
A good start. But the
magnitude of your negligence requires a greater sacrifice. Your incompetence has now cost 4 lives, Alderman. Fail me again, and yours will be the 5th.
So if you guys want to recommend another comic book epic battles video between two characters, just write it below in the comments. I'll say congratulations to the new Flash Ring giveaway winner, Michael Ramirez. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. There is a new round that starts in this video. I'll just announce the winner the next time I post a DC video. I got some more Rick and Morty that I'll be posting next. While you guys wait for that to post, you can click here for my Flash versus Iris West video, and you can click here to learn all about Gorilla Grodd. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. I'll see you guys tonight.